welcome the two gentlemen that have joined me here, Coach Pitso Mosimane, as well as the skipper, Captain Hlompho Kekana from Mamelodi Sundowns, who will be the away team for this first leg of the MTN8 semi-finals to be played at Lucas Moripe Stadium on Sunday. Kickoff is at 1500 hours. Coach, if you can just start with you. I know you just traveled from Bloemfontein after the match last night. But just your thoughts going into this match. I know you still have another one, being the second leg, but just your thoughts and the approach you're going to take.
Yeah, good afternoon, everybody. Yeah, fresh from the game last night. Obviously, we can't tell you much about the knocks or injuries that came from the game because we didn't have enough time to catch up with the doctors. We just drove out of Bloemfontein tonight because the flights, I don't know what's happening. We flew in, but we can't fly back. Maybe he will tell you why. But anyway, yeah, we just drove from Bloemfontein. So we're not sure about the knocks that will usually come off after the game. But we have a lot of casualties here. We don't have Capello. We don't have Pakamani. We don't have Kedeto. Those are the guys we don't have from the attack who sustained injuries. But we are not complaining. I think yesterday's game took a lot from us. It was a tough game for us yesterday. We really and the points. I hope the energy levels will be okay for Sunday. Fortunately, we have at least 2.5 days more to prepare, unlike when it was Saturday. So we have at least a rest. But yeah, we're playing a very tough opponent. It's local derby. It's never easy. We play a team on form. A team that has showed that they have resistance against us. They had resistance against Orlando Pirates. They showed resistance against Kaizer Chiefs. They're a strong team. But yeah, we hope we do well because it's an away game for us. If we can score in an away game, it will give us an advantage. But also we should not concede goals. So we don't have to be too emotional about the first game because we still have a chance to correct in the second game. But at the same time, sometimes you need to take the game earlier than waiting for the second game. Yeah, Kaitan has done well with the team. They work hard. They found a good balance in their team with the Infemen and the young, what's his name? Mbule in the midfield. We got good strikers. Gabusa is on form, scoring goals. Hrobla is on form, scoring goals. Rusike is also making the team. Kuda is good. Grant is a little bit stable. Bongani is there with Clinton at centre back and the Zimbabwean at left back. And the goalkeeper is good, is on top form. So probably that's the team they play, but you never know. They've been good. But we haven't done bad also for ourselves. I think we are averaging 2 goals per game now. If we just can keep consistent, could be good. Yeah, tough game.
And skipper, your thoughts going into the match, thoughts on SuperSport United overall, especially if you look at what they've done ever since the first game that you beat them in the opening game of the league.
Yeah. Good afternoon, everyone. We have managed to see how SuperSport are playing. At the moment, I think they are doing very well for themselves. They've managed to win the crucial games they've played, and as players, obviously, we would be very excited to play against a team that is doing very well. And motivation will come within because it's a local derby. And yeah, I'm so confident that we'll turn on the match and try to win the match. It's important to win.
Okay, let's take questions from the floor. Just by show of hands, we've got a roving microphone there in the middle. Take the first question immediately.
I'll start off with Hlompho. A big plus, not to just have seen these guys on videos with the coaching staff, but that you were able to see yourselves and get a feel what Kabuz is like, what Hobla's like, their combination with Furman, and the coach said in the center with Bully. Just the point of having played them already so early in the season is an extra that you got a very good sense of how they move and how they shift on the field of play. And to coach, at the beginning of the season, you raised that a lot of teams are 4 weeks ahead of you, 6 weeks ahead of you. At this stage, would you say now, are you comfortable in the direction that you're moving in, and it's becoming, or you're sinking into a mode where you'll be fully focused and be the team and get the specific results that you want?
Skipper?
Yeah, I think we're very fresh coming from that match. In our minds, we know very well what is expected from us and what we have to do to really win the match on Sunday. We know their strength, and we know that Kabuz and Hobla, they are on top form at the moment. They're scoring goals. So it's a two-leg match where we can be naive and try to do something that we have never done before. We just have to try and make sure that we play our normal game, and at the same time not forgetting that we still have the second leg.
When it comes to your question, I'm getting, I think we're getting more comfortable now because we are in week 7, and when you're in week 7, you should not make any excuses. But that doesn't mean the people that you're playing against are not ahead of you. You could see yesterday that Celtic started faster, quicker than us and all that. But unfortunately, football is not only about the physical levels. It takes more to win a game than physical levels. There's a lot of mental issues that comes in. There's a lot of tactics, and there's also technical issues, and also individual brilliance of certain players that can make the difference on the game, because you can't say that Bloemfontein Celtic, because they were 3 or 4 weeks ahead of us, then Kekana cannot shoot the ball from that range, so that has no effect. So that's why I'm telling you. Sometimes the personnel helps also to decide the results. So at this point in time, we are where we are. Yeah, we are getting the speed. We are getting faster. You can see players like Sirino that are coming up slowly. If you have been looking at him and checking his performance, he came up well against the Congolese. He scored 2 goals, and then he started very well again yesterday. And the captain was fresh. He didn't play the CAF games, so he was fresh also. He came in. So a little bit of a rest, a little bit of training also helps. So we are getting there. We are not there. We'll get there. We will take a little bit of time, but we will understand we can't build progressively well in terms of training, because when do you train? We don't train. We are here now. It's Thursday. We played yesterday. So tomorrow is Friday. We are off. We're training only on Saturday because we're managing the energy levels. So as much as I'm saying we are behind with training, but we can also overload. It's very important. That's why we didn't overload Sirino. If you were watching whether he's playing well or not, in the 45th minute we took him out. In the 65th minute we took him out. In the 75th minute we took him out. Yesterday he went a bit longer. So we expect him to play a full match now against SuperSport United. And it's not easy to do that, to build a player up like that when he was injured. Because some players, you need them on the pitch and he's playing well, but you have to take him off. And those are the subs that we did with him whilst we needed him. But you can keep him on the pitch, and then you don't have him for the next match. It's up to you. We have a heavy program of playing 3 tournaments in 7 days. So we know this. We're playing 2 leagues, by the way. So we know that there's 14 games in Champions League with 7 games away. And all these games they'll be in between the league, they'll be in between the Telkom. The Champions League will be in between the Nedbank also. Obviously, coupled with the local league, the PSL. So it's not going to be easy. And the internationals also are also coming up and disturbing the flow of the program. But yeah, we should be okay. We are getting there. We are not there. We are getting there. Even SuperSport is ahead of us. They've long started training.
Okay, Karabo.
Good afternoon, Coach. It's now 14 goals in 7 matches. It looks like the goal scoring boots are at the club. But on a lighter note, the last words you said to Kaitano Timbo was good luck, and it looks like you've given him the luck he's never lost ever since that game you gave him the 2-0. But in terms of Themba Zwane, he continues to be, as you said, dancing and skiing and so forth. Is he, for you, would you rate him as one of the best players at the club since you've been there? And secondly, to Hlompho Kekana, continue to define the odds at your age. I mean, yesterday you put in a man of the match performance. What is it that you're doing off the pitch in terms of preparing your games personally, than what you're doing on the pitch or with the club or at the training ground?
Yeah, we're lucky to have important players popping up in matches, because our team is not based on one person. Yeah, he started well. He's playing well. He said this year he says he wants to score more goals, and he says he wants to also be a player of the year or something, And he's put a good shift even last year. But I think he was rewarded by being nominated, because for me, once you're nominated, it means you're already a winner. Or you've already won. That's why you're nominated. And he was top goal scorer last year of CAF Champions League as a winner. That really shows that he scores a lot of goals. And Yeah, he's doing exceptionally well. We just hope we don't lose him with injuries, because we've got a lot of injuries. I mean, Kenneth was out, Parker is out, Afonso hasn't played a minute. Emiliano also, we just gave him 10 minutes to play against the team Otto, just to keep up, because he's also not ready. But Emiliano and Mauricio, they are playing pain free. They just don't have fitness levels to can play. But Parker is out, Keleto's out, and yeah, those are the people we need them in our attack. But the Temas one is doing well. Villa scoring also. I'm happy he scored against in the CAF Champions League. I'm happy he scored against SuperSport. It's not bad. On average, they're scoring 2 goals. Serino scored 2 goals. Captain scored. Musa scored 2 goals. It can be better, but we are not complaining. So the goals are spread around. Anybody can score.
Hlompho?
Yeah, I think personally is to try and respect my teammates, and not forgetting that they always push me to do better in every match that I play. So yeah, there's nothing special really that I do behind closed doors. It's just I know that I'm not better than my teammate, and as a result, I need to give more. So that's all.
Okay, let's move on to Tsepang and then Kuliso.
Saban kick off, just to start with, the skipper. Siabi was brought in and he played, I think, a couple of games with him in the middle of the park. Just his addition to the team, what do you make of that, and how has it been playing with him in the middle of the park? And to coach, Geleto was coming along quite nicely. I think he came on as a sub in a few of the games. Just how much of a blow is this for him? How is he feeling about the injury? Because it seems like he'll be out for quite a few months. And with Musa Lepusa, he's also now coming in, contributing with goals. Just what do you make of his performances so far, especially with Nascimento out?
Hlompho?
I'd say Semi will add value to our team. He's a good player. He's young and hungry. You can see when he plays, he gives a good shit. So I think we're very, very happy to have him part of the team. I think we just have to guide him and really show him that this is a team that is going to play so many matches because of our schedule. But I think he looks ready. He looks that he's somebody that is going to work hard, and I'm just happy to have him in our team.
Yeah, Keleto had a very good preseason. Sometimes when you have when we had the 9 players out of the preseason when we were preparing, it was a blessing in disguise for me also to see what we have in the bag, and he prepared very well in the preseason. I thought we'd take him out on a loan again, but the way he worked so hard and scored goals in the preseason made me change my mind. And I told him when we were in week 2 to say, if you go on like this, if you can train the way you've been doing and having the right attitude, and we're also managing his weight properly. Because he's a quick player, very fast, and he scores a lot of goals. So I said, if he keeps going the way he was going, he will stay and compete and not go out on a loan. And he did exactly that, and we kept him. Yeah, he was like a super sub for us. Whenever he came on, he turned it on. But we don't have him now, you know. And I think yesterday you could see that in the last 15, 20 minutes, we needed Kelezo to come up, but or we needed the Pakamani to come up, because at one stage Bloom Celtic was playing, the defense was pushing high up, and there was a lot of space behind that we could exploit, but we didn't have the legs that much to can do that. Yeah, Musa Libusa. Yeah, I think he competes with Tyson in Bafana, and he competes with Butle. Scores goals, stable, he's not slow, he combats well, he brings all the balls up, he brings them back. I mean, with the headers, he's never panicky, he passes well. So I think, and he's got the right age. I think probably Molifi would look at it different. I think he competes with Tyson and Bushe, and he has played big games now. He's played Champions League with us. He went to Ali with us. He went to Wydad with us. He didn't play small games. He played big games, and we bring these youngsters because we tell them that when you come to us, you will win trophies and you will play big games. And same as Rivaldo, Lego, Pakamani, come and win trophies with us. And we have given them that. They've won trophies with us. They've won trophies with us. And they believe now, and they play Champions League, and they know how it is to play a Champions League game. It's the same as playing Bafana game, no difference. So, yeah, Musa has done himself a big favor, okay, because Ricardo also is injured as a left centre back. So he's more there as a left centre back. But we can always play Rivaldo as left centre back because he's left and right. And Madisha has played as left centre back also. So we've got a good balance, and the team is gelling well, and we're using a lot of players. Probably you're not happy with our lineups that changes all the time, but we want to get to a stage where we have players playing all the time, and the quality doesn't drop, and the team philosophy also is not changing. So we play Anele, we play Tapera, it's the same. Play Madisha or play Wayne Aronson, it's the same. We play Musa, left back or left centre back, or we play River, it's the same. We play Langa, we played Lyle against Cape Town City, the same. Siabi played Chipa, good game, he played a good game yesterday. Sometimes we use AJ, who played a very good game against Otoho. Sometimes we use Rivaldo in the same place. And we play Sugar. Sugar played a big game. Mabunda played a big game in Congo. And he's been coming on as a sub also. And we have used Geleto, we have used Pakamani, we have used Shishi, we've used Tshwane, we have used Tapera as a striker. We have used Paka. We've used almost everybody, you know. All these boys are playing. So there's no complaint of people saying we don't play. No, who doesn't play? We are all playing. So, and yes, last year we used Kennedy a lot. Kennedy played a lot. So, yeah, the team is getting where I want it. Slowly getting where I want it because of the problem. Once we can play the way we play, irrespective of who is in the position, it's encouraging, and that for me makes me feel very good because this is what we wanted to do this year because of the problem that we have and injuries we have. Imagine when you have Ricardo out, Riva out, Pakamani out, Keleto out, Mauricio out. and Tapelo out yesterday. Those are important players. And we don't struggle against Bloemfontein Celtic, whereas all these players I mentioned, they were not even on the bench. So we are getting there.
Okay, last round of questions. We start with Kuliso, then Mark, and Khumuli.
Coach, your fan base now probably know what you mean when you say the big fishes in as far as trophies are concerned, and I don't think they'll be too worried or concerned if you were to miss out on the MTN8. But SuperSport, on the other hand, Kaitano will probably be desperate to get his first trophy under his belt. Do you think maybe the game on this tie will come down to probably SuperSport wanting or needing it more than you guys do?
Yeah, you've got to respect the teams and their ambitions. SuperSport wants to win the league. SuperSport says they want to win the league. You've got to respect that. So don't even look at the cup only. I know SuperSport is a cup team because I started this cup team at SuperSport United. Yeah, until Gav came in and then he won the league, which he raised the bar a little bit higher. Yeah, and Champions League, SuperSport has always played Champions League. I was there playing Champions League in group stages a long time. But yeah, everybody's got objectives, you know. Mamelodi says he's winning the league. Why not? Gavin Hunt says he's winning the league. He said it openly. So we should respect that. Even Baroka said they were in the league. No, they did. Why not? They're right. We want to win the league also, you know. Pirates hasn't said they want the league. Never said that. Until they say they want to win the league, maybe they will win it. You know, we want to win the league. We say it all the time. Yeah, we want to win top 8. If you don't want to win top 8, we wouldn't play the way we play when we play top 8. It's just eluding us, this cup. We don't know what's wrong with this cup. But I knew the reasons behind before, why. But hopefully this time we can have it in the pocket. But you first have to deal with SuperSport United that always say that if we win one cup, we are happy. So maybe they want to close the shop now and win it, and then they've done their job, and then they don't have to stress with how the league goes, whatever. But we, as an ambitious team, we are a little bit greedy. We want to go for everything. We always stumble because sometimes maybe we should prioritize to say we don't want to win this, we win this, but you can't say that because you saw the people that come to Bloemfontein. You saw when we played SuperSport United how a lot of people were there. So you can't say you don't want to win the top 8. It's a big tournament. I think it's value for money, this cup. You play 4 games, you win the cup. You win 8 million rand. Whereas you play 30 games, you win 15 million rand. So this one is value for money. So probably financially it is the best thing to go for. But yeah, good, the league also now managed to raise the bar and went to 15 maybe. So MTN also will say, no, we have long been there now, we must also come up. Telkom, I mean 10 years, 4 million rand lux. Disturbing the league, disturbing cup of the Champions League. It's 4 million rand. Yeah, not really. Anyway, so there are more important things we have to prioritize sometimes, to be honest. But I like the NetBank. NetBank is my favorite cup because if it's not my, because look where Dance Madesela is now. National agenda. It's beautiful. So I like the Nedbank Cup. I'm not saying I don't like MTN8, please don't misquote. I like it because I said it's value for money.
Mark?
Mark Stradham, Pitso Mosimane. Coach, the Bafana job. The Safa NEC are meeting this weekend. I definitely don't want to ask you to repeat yourself on a question that's been asked a lot, but if I can give the question some context, if a coach in Stuart Baxter, who is a good coach but can be quite limited as a Bafana coach in many ways, can take the team to the quarterfinals and beat the host nation, and however criticized that AFCON was by Bafana, it shows there's something in that team in the current generation of players. A lot of people in the country are thinking if the man who left Bafana reinvented himself at Sundowns, won the Champions League, won everything at Sundowns, were to go back to Bafana, we might have a chance of even challenging at Cameroon 2021, at least reaching a final. Are you ruling yourself, I just want to get confirmation, have you ruled yourself out completely? If after this NEC meeting, when SAFA start approaching coaches, if they came to you, would you listen to what they have to say? Or have you ruled yourself out completely? Is there a bit of a temptation there as well, given that we do have that team that could actually do well at the next Nations Cup?
Mark, I've done Bafana. I've had my share. I was there 5 years. And I've benefited a lot at SAFA. SAFA really helped me out to be where I am, even though I was an assistant coach. I mean, I've been on the bench against Portugal, Germany, just mention them, Spain. I've seen all these players from Ronaldo to Iniesta to Modric. You just mention. I mean, what an experience I had. And see all these teams playing with different tactics, different formations. I've admired and I've learned and I've seen. And SAFA took me to Germany for about two months to go learn and be a coach. And that is the experience I got from SAFA, and I'm humbled for that. You know, I learned a lot. And the African adventure that I got is through SAFA, and they've been good to me. Okay. What was not nice is the way it happened when they sent me. It's not nice. I don't believe a coach who plays 2 years and loses 2 games should be fired. And was said to be fired by a taxi owner, and was said to be fired by a priest, and I was said to be fired by a chief, traditional chief. So, do I want to face that again? My hands and my fate and my career is in those people's hands. Really, really. It's not good for football. I work hard, I do a lot of work, I put a lot of energy in football. And I have my hands and my career in the hands of those people. So I don't know now who are those people who has replaced who, and what positions they are. You know, so I even begged them when they fired me. I said, don't fire me, I've got a lot to offer. I know what I'm doing. I don't want to play Lesotho. I played friendly games. I went to play Senegal, I played Ghana, I played Zambia. Unbelievable. Zambia, when they just won the Cup of Nations. I played Cote d'Ivoire, I played big clubs, I played USA. Unbelievable. I played Mali. I said, I need to prepare the team properly. Let's see who we have. I brought Serrero, I brought Kemet Erasmus, I brought Andy Lejari, I brought the young one, Dalen Klassen. I brought the young generation that came from the under-23s, that came from Serame. And because we were drawing and drawing and drawing, those people are the ones who are responsible to hire and fire. Do they understand? They don't understand. I mean, what do they do Monday to Friday or to can decide on a football matter? They don't have the ability. It's unbelievable. So I was sad, and I begged them. I said, no, leave me. I know what I'm doing. Give me a chance. I've got more. I know what I'm doing to come out right. You know, but they didn't believe. I said, I defeated Egypt here. I went to military stadium, the mighty Egypt with the mighty coach of Coach Shahata with Abu Treka, Jedo, Wael Guama. I can go on and go on. They don't know those names. They don't know what I'm talking about. So it's sad. So do I want to be in that situation again? Because that situation is still the same. So I don't want to be there. You know, I'm happy at Sundowns. I've got my Champions League, which is my Cup of Nations. I got my World Cup, which is my World Cup. I went to Japan. I was with the captain. Unbelievable experience. And we're playing our qualifiers every time. So we are happy. So I'm happy at Sundowns. I'm loved at Sundowns. My supporters support me. The board support me. The players really support. They like the philosophy. They like the mentality. We are a happy bunch of people, you know. So why should I envy? I mean, once beaten, twice shy. So I don't want to have my fate under those people, because those are the people that decided my fate. And I can guarantee you, it's the same people but different. I don't know those guys what their profession, because they always change their NEC. You know what I'm trying to say? So really, I'm happy with you guys here, and my fate is on the pitch. At Sundowns, my fate is on the pitch. My results keep me. I'm not at Sundowns because the board loves me. No, I'm at Sundowns because we win games. Pep said, if I don't win matches at Manchester City, I'll be taken out like other coaches. And if Pep says that, who am I? And haven't I seen with Mourinho, if he doesn't bring results, he's gone? And what made the coaches at Mamelodi Sundowns to go? It's because they did not win. So why do I want not to believe that it's going to happen to me? If I don't start winning, I'm not going to be loved. People like the winning team. It's simple as that. So let me stay where I have a chance to even if I lose, I have people who sing for us. They sing for us if we lose at Sundowns. It's not the same thing. So I think the chance must be given to those who have not been, who have never been there. Lucas Radebe was saying he wants a foreign coach, but he's changed his tune, which is good. He says he wants a local coach now. And I'm saying a local coach because we don't have enough time. We're starting our qualifiers for the World Cup very soon. So I've said Benny should have a chance, Gavin Hunt should have a chance, Steve Compella should have a chance. Why not? Those guys have a chance. Mulifi is there, he says, if I do well with my qualifier, with my friendly games, I'm also raising my hand. So he can do it also, Mulifi. Anybody can do it. I mean, Gareth Southgate, what did he win to take the team to England, to World Cup in Russia? He didn't win nothing. Gareth Southgate is a coach. But what a decent team he had in Russia. So everybody has a chance to coach there. But I don't want my fate to be in those people's hands again. Never in my life. I don't want it.
All right, last question. And it's Humulimo. No, his hand was up first.
Thanks, Tshwane. Question for Hlompho. Hlompho, I mean, you are so important for the team. I mean, we saw you miss the CAF game and then come back and deliver a brilliant performance. Who do you think once you finish will be heir to the throne? Who'll take over from you once you are done? It can even be outside of Sundowns? You know, who's that player to take over from you once you hang it up?
As a captain?
No, as the important player, as the
Oh.
important central
Okay,
midfielder.
I decide the captain.
And then question for the coach. Caetano, you know Caetano very well. He came through your hands. Rulani as well came through your hands. What is that X factor that takes that someone needs to be a head coach and succeed? I mean, we are seeing a bit of turbulence at Pirates. Caetano doing well. So what is that thing that it takes for a player to be, for a person to be a coach? And who of your players that you've coached maybe you think can be a coach in the future? The recent one.
Okay, Hlompho, you want to go first?
Let me correct him, brother. At Mamelodi Sundowns, every individual is important. You have seen over the weekend, Mamelodi Sundowns won. Hlompho Kekana was not, was home in the village. Hlompho Kekana will be absent again soon, but Mamelodi Sundowns is still gonna win matches. So I've seen best players at Mamelodi Sundowns currently, and some they left, but the Mamelodi Sundowns still winning matches. So it'd be unfair of me if I start comparing the individuals. But what I know for sure is every individual which is there knows that he has to respect the passion, put in the shift that is required out of him. So yeah, just fortunate to have this opportunity to play now. Let me allow me to use that opportunity to play football. Thank you.
Okay, coach.
You are firing tonight. Because so many questions are loaded. What were you saying?
Just one question, please.
It's one question. So I'm saying, what does it take for someone to be a coach? Looking at you, Rolani's been through your hands, and Caetano, and who of your current squad or maybe players that you've coached recently can be a top coach?
What does it need to be a coach? Yeah. You need luck also. Eh? You need also luck. But it takes a lot. You need to work hard. You need to have guts. You need to select the right team. Because the right team probably is the one that wins or that gives results. You need to be brave. You need to have guts. You need to do what you think is right. You need to select the team that you want, because if you don't select the team that you want, you can't come back and say, by the way, I didn't select this team. No, it's in your hands. You need to, the team must know that you trust them. The players must believe in you. The players must know that you trust. If you don't have players that will go through the window for you, you are in trouble. You need soldiers. You need guys that, even if you know it's not the way it is, you tell them that they must believe that they must go with you. But that you build over time. Eh? You don't get it now. It's tough. A Mourinho issue for me is a big lesson for me. Where everybody said Mourinho, well, Man United, Mourinho is not the right one, and you know, and then Solskjaer came on and then got a few wins, and then everybody says Mourinho is not the one, and now Solskjaer is not winning as supposed to. So would we still say maybe Mourinho should have been kept a little bit longer because for the team to gel and keep going? So that's the lessons I learned from Man United story now. To say, sometimes you jump the gun too early, because Mourinho maybe needed time to get the team right. Even Zidane hasn't got it the way he wanted, the way he had it earlier. That disturbance also creates a little bit of problem. You must know that. Pep didn't win the league in the first year at Man City. So we learn. Jurgen Klopp, how many times he hasn't won the league in England? Is he a good coach? Yes. And how long did it take him to deliver a trophy? Pochettino, what has he won? Is he a good coach? Yes, he's a top coach at Spurs. So to be a good coach is a lot of things. It's patience, you need support from the board, you need support from your supporters also. You need the players to believe and trust you. So it's a lot, but you need to work hard also. And somewhere, you just have to get it right somewhere, somehow. You know, it's a funny game. It's a very difficult profession where you're supposed to win more than you're supposed to lose or draw. So if you win more, you get in there. So I guess at this point in time, the coaches who are doing well, I envy Mirandop. Look where he is, he's winning. Kekana is doing well. Jurgen Klopp is doing well. He's under pressure. Klopp from City. You can't draw one game. You draw one game, they're over you. And how many games you still have to play? 38. Yeah, it's a long way. So you can understand the pressure that Klopp has. It's unbelievable. So we'll put pressure on Mirandop. We'll put him stress. He can't draw. And it's a long way. So we also can't draw. We can lose, we can. So it's the way it is. So you need luck, you need more than anything. Luck where the results go for you. Luck sometimes where game management goes for you. You know? So for me, in my opinion, Cardoso should have been sent off when he grabbed Hobla. When he made a mistake, a back pass is a red card. Come the next week, yesterday or day before yesterday, Cardoso scored a goal against Cape Town City. There you are. Because he said he should have been sent off. So that's the luck I'm telling you of. You need that luck. So you go with it. Sometimes it goes for us, doesn't go for us. So I don't know, Humulemo. Maybe you can tell me what it means to be a journalist. I'm happy to listen from you.
Okay, all right. Tolagele will have the